Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news with a recap and updates for Star Citizen for the week ending the 29th of July. So some roadmap updates. 3.2.1 was released with lots of quality of life updates, but it also has some experimental settings for ESP which still need to be addressed and sort of like dialed in. There may potentially be a 3.2.2 patch as well. Cannons will also change to semi-auto fire in this patch. 3.3 will contain a full weapon stats and balance pass, and with that some cannons will be sticking to semi-automatic with a slower rate of fire but higher damage, and other cannons are going to become fully auto again and going to be defined as auto cannons and typically be relatively high rate of firing but lower damage. There was a chunk of accidental updates to the roadmap, moving a lot of 3.3 and 3.4's features around, as well as updates to 3.5 and 3.6. Now, when I say accidental, what I mean is that they didn't mean to release them. They were taken from their internal JIRA, which is where the roadmap updates come from, but they seem to have been experimenting and trying to schedule exactly where they wanted all the features, and was released before they had finished doing that. There's actually quite a lot going on with those roadmap updates, but I'll link my videos that I did specifically on them down below. And there's still a huge amount of updates coming for the 3.3 patch, including face over IP, voice over IP, FPS combat and mission AI, component upgrades and degradation, automated mission delivery lockers, rest stops, Hurston and its moons, asteroid mining, loads of new biomes. There's quite a lot of quality of life improvements too, and most importantly, object container streaming and a slew of supporting core tech with that. As expected, some of the gameplay job loops, salvage, repair and refueling, have been moved out to other patches. It's not confirmed for sure if we're going to be getting purchasable ships with Alpha UEC in 3.3. However, that was the intention. They are aiming for that. However, the in-game integrated rec rentals for ships and weapons for Star Marine and Arena Commander are listed as a feature for 3.3. The UI portion of that is probably also needed for ship purchases in the Persistent Universe as well. So hopefully that will all come together. Calling all devs, so let's do a quick summary of this. ESP, so 3.2.1 contains some rough balancing for ESP, but 3.3 is going to contain a lot more adjustments to that system, and probably IFCS and core combat when it comes to spaceship fighting. In the future, the Prospector will be able to filter out useless rock when mining, but we don't have a date on that. The Hull C is currently paused in its pipeline, waiting for some of the dynamic problems with its physics grid to get fixed so it can contract. There also needs to be updates to the cargo system before work will continue with it as well, because they only have small containers, but they want containers of all shapes and sizes, and larger containers that will actually fit on the Hull C and larger. They are placing 8 rest stops between Crusader and Hurston at the moment. However, this might change. Players may need to refuel one or more times en route between those two planets, and travel times may be a few minutes between them as well. They're currently working out exactly what they feel is best for the first iterations of what travel times should be at the moment. Around the verse, so Scramble or Death Races are in for 3.3. They will be both on ground and in space for up to 16 players. They are weapons-enabled procedural races where players will rush to reach and destroy beacons to the fastest to gain points and then win the race like that. We also saw some work done to the 300 series for its rework, which is looking pretty cool. There's been lots of work to Lorville, the Hurston landing zone, with medium-sized hab rooms and hangars, and they discussed security points that will be used at some landing zones and areas to prevent illegal items or players in, or to have as security measures in certain areas. Just like in an airport, they might scan you, or people might frisk you or whatever. They confiscate items if you're not supposed to have them, or may ask you to remove certain items, or may even try and arrest you. There are going to be ways around security and that sort of stuff as well, but we're going to have to wait and see exactly how that gets fully implemented. NPC security will replace armistice zones in the future as well. Reverse to Verse was the lore team playing the current build of the game and not really answering that much in the way of tangible game questions, but it could be interesting to lore buffs out there. I'll link the full video down below. We did see a sneak peek at the engineering sections of the Hammerhead in an emergency state as well. I think they're pretty cool. And I do have, probably this week potentially, some Virpil, HOTAS, and Joystick products to review. They'll definitely be reviewed in the very near future. They are super cool and very, very high build quality, but there's a lot of issue with me actually having to relearn to fly with HOTAS, and with me being bad at flying and ESP not being in the best state at the moment, and it's going to be a bit tricky. But we'll get something good. We'll give them a fair review. They're pretty damn cool though. Be sure to check out Shadow. It's a cloud-based alternative to getting or upgrading your gaming PC. It allows you to leverage the power of a GeForce 1080 at the moment and a powerful Windows 10 PC on almost any device, so long as your internet connection is good enough. It works with Star Citizen Alpha 3.2 and with 3.3 coming in September. With object container streaming, it's only going to get better. If you do try it out, be sure to use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. Links to more info in the description below. Every month we do have a ship giveaway as well. This time it's for a Drake salvage ship, the Vulture, with an upgrade to a Prospector as well if you so desire. Donated by Forgotten Heralds, a lawful private military org focused on in-game training and operations that they run regularly now in-game. They're going to be very heavily focused on contracts in the future as well. They are very active and friendly, being appropriate for veterans and new players alike. Check them out below for lots and lots of information, including a spotlight if you are interested. To be in for a chance of winning that Vulture though, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos during this month. Each video gives you another chance to win.